metal. Merchants from Ophir arrived with caravans loaded with gold, silver, and precious stones. Ships from Tarshish sailed the seas bringing treasures from distant lands. Gold not only adorned the temple, it covered shields, cups, thrones. Even the royal stables had inlays of the metal that made men's hearts race. But the true gold of Solomon's kingdom wasn't what could be touched. It was his wisdom. Kings and queens traveled from the ends of the earth to hear the words that flowed from his lips like honey. The Queen of Sheba, a woman accustomed to power and magnificence, was left breathless when she saw Solomon's court. "I wasn't told even half of it," she murmured, overwhelmed not only by the gold and silver, but by the wisdom that emanated from every decision, every judgment, every word of the king. Solomon wasn't a warrior like David, his father. David had been a man of blood, forged on the battlefield, hardened by enemy swords, a shepherd who became a lion. Solomon was different. He was an architect of peace, a strategist of diplomacy, a philosopher of power, a poet of the soul, and above all, a man of God, at least at first. His proverbs became legendary. "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It is better to acquire wisdom than gold. Guard your heart, for from it flows life." His songs became the music of the soul, Song of Songs, where human love became a metaphor for divine love. His temple became the wonder of the ancient world. 7 years of construction, with craftsmen brought from Tyre, cedars from Lebanon, gold from Ophir, and every detail designed according to the plans God had given to David. The place where heaven and earth met, where the glory of the Lord descended like a cloud so thick that the priests could not continue ministering. The shadow in paradise, but every brilliant story has a shadow, and in Solomon's, that shadow was lust wrapped in diplomacy. In the ancient world, political alliances weren't signed with ink on parchment. They were sealed with marriages. A king who wanted peace took wives from neighboring kingdoms, and Solomon did it. Once and again and again and again. At first it seemed prudent. An alliance with Egypt sealed with the hand of Pharaoh's daughter, another with the Hittites consolidated with royal marriage, one more with the Moabites to secure trade routes. But what began as strategy became obsession. What started as diplomacy transformed into addiction. What began as political wisdom ended up being spiritual slavery. 700 wives, 300 concubines. But this wasn't just about numbers. It was about compromise.